Shalom, we're now talking with Josie Arbel, Director of Klitah and Programs at AACI. So first of all, Shalom.
Shalom.
Remind us, what is AACI?
AACI is the Association of Americans and Canadians in Israel, but in fact it's a organization that serves all English speakers.
Now you emceed a panel about really how to do it,
Right.
how to come in and be absorbed, go through a good Klitah. So, there's so many issues, but what would you say is like the main ideas for a good Klitah in Israel?
First of all, good Klitah is very subjective, and it depends at what point what are the factors. If your aging stage is such that you're looking at Army and Studies, then Army and Studies is the most important thing you want to learn about and understand. If you have young children, your mid-career or early career, employment is crucial. Settling kids into schools, for everyone finding the right community is important, and it comes to knowing what you're looking for so that you know what your criteria are to find it. And for everyone, the general bureaucratic learning curve on banking, on real estate buying or renting always comes into play.
About the bureaucracy, it used to be when I was younger, maybe in the 80s or the 90s, that people talked a lot about the bureaucracy. It's much better nowadays, isn't it?
It's much better. And the
I mean,
fact
it's
is,
sometimes even better than American and Canadian.
every country, my story is a week before I made Aliyah from Toronto, Canada, I lost my wallet. And I had a week to get a driver's license, a social insurance number, a birth certificate, and I had to encounter all those offices in a short period of time.
I don't want to get sued by the Canadians, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Usually in your regular life where you live, or for Israelis who are Vatikim, Olim Vatikim, every once in a while you have to go into Bituach Leumi, or you have to go into the licensing bureau for your driver's license, or you have to deal something with your health fund. What the myth of the scary Israeli bureaucracy is because when you are new Aliyah, you have to do a lot at once.
And it's also because of the language barrier and things like
Right.
that. It's different.
But it's not hard. And what's important, and what ACI has always said, we've talked about accurate information and good advice. The information is out there. What you'll need so that you bring the picture that's the right size so you don't have to go back twice. To know the hours that it's open so that when you go there you don't find it's the wrong
In the Israeli pictures,
afternoon.
you're allowed to smile, by the way.
And you may smile.
You're allowed to
Israeli
smile.
pictures, yes.
You don't have to make a baby close his
Right.
mouth. That happens
That's
in
the
other
Canadian
places.
passport,
Right.
folks. But everything is doable when you're prepared. And I think people sometimes get frightened by the bureaucracy. There's no need to be frightened. There's only a need to be prepared and to take it step by step and not to do too much at one go.
What would you say, or from what you see, is the most common mistakes, actually? You say people, don't do that. Many people do that, but don't do that mistake in terms of Klitah.
Not a mistake, but there's often been an issue when retired Olim don't get the connection between Bituach Leumi and the national health law and their health insurance coverage. And those who neglect to go pay Bituach Leumi 2, 3, 4 years after their Aliyah get hit with very, very big bills and a lot of confusion. Or chas v'chalila, at the hospital, they go to the regular doctor, they pay their extra insurance, and then only in a hospital situation are they told that they're not covered. Those are not happy situations, and those are avoidable situations. Pitfalls, everyone has their I should have and I could have. The old model of Olim bringing everything and shipping entire households and goods is now in, conventional wisdom changes. When taxes on consumer goods were very high in Israel, it was financially wise to bring everything. More and more Olim today are buying local. Israelis want consumer goods as much as everyone else.
Our family used to go back every summer, come back with peanut butter, with everything. Now nothing.
Right.
I mean,
those days are over.
Yeah.
The days when taxation on anything considered luxury are long gone. And so that pressure, what do I have to buy, what do I have to bring, is down. I think many Olim and Olim Vatikim have their little list of the few things they still bring from abroad, but those Israel is a very sophisticated Western.
Yeah, we even got your cornflakes, everything.
Yeah.
We got it. As someone who made Aliyah some time ago, how long ago?
Me?
Yeah.
30 years.
30 years, me, almost the same, 20 something. Isn't it inspiring to see the new Olim all the time and to deal with them, and it reminds you that things aren't for granted?
Oh, absolutely. I think Olim Vatikim and Olim from all over the world and Sabarim, there is something inspiring to see that people are still drawn, are still pulled, are still coming. It encourages everyone. It gives everyone a little shot in the arm because we're kvetchy people. So it reminds you that that life is good. And I think the publicity to Olim and to Aliyah is good for everybody. There's something inspiring that reminds other people, yeah, I whine, but it's pretty good here.
Well, with that awesome message, that I totally
and it's
agree.
manageable, folks. This ACI specializes in breaking things down step by step, and we find that even if you've read all the books and you've checked every website, there's a certain point where it's just helpful to touch base, talk to someone, review what it is you're going to do, get that refresher, and go do it. And doing that step by step rather than memorizing the entire Aliyah handbook all at once makes for an easy Klitah.
Wow. Josie Arbel, AACI, thank you very much for joining us.
Welcome.